Yeah. So, well, where did you stay last night? Well, this means that, well, actually, yes. Which means, well, mm, all right. So this is basically an army statement. However, if you are an army, this means that where was your previous station? Where were you stationed before this? For instance, you were in Wyoming. Yes, sorry. Next, you were in Los Angeles. Now you're in Washington. It means that. However, if you're this, well, non-army professional, non-army like personnel, then you were from 60s until 80s probably, you were generally assumed to be sex worker if you were female. So, well, and then see, thing is, yes. Then, well, from 80s to like also 90s, from 90s to 2010, these questions were asked from father to daughter. Also, well, I mean, son as well. It's like, where did you stay last night? However, this question required certain level of personal closeness, as in family relation. So, thing is, well, yeah. So, regardless, this question nowadays is basically a breach of personal information retention, right? Yes. So, regardless, as I said, well, I mean, for instance, imagine that person who asked this is actually like in close mindset with like what I belong to in general. So he wouldn't bother. However, he will still be subjected to this questioning. Also, his supposed whoever gave that order will be questioned to heavy questioning. Why? Because it's like I am almost more than like general population in accordance with law, and then like I'm being threatened by law, and then law will say it's like you're actually causing slight as in like more than like 0.001% with our colleague. Why are you even bother? And then, well, did you pay your tax from 20 years ago? Did you have debt? Did you, well, if you restructure as in supposedly forgive, can we confiscate your, well, sideline of, well, good fruit bearing tree in the name of your daughter? Well, we don't ask questions. Would you like that? No. Well, you don't have a say. However, well, please enjoy yourself in your like extremely luxury restaurant. We don't bother. Well, if we want, we can we can provide our client high quality accommodation if he needs. Also, we can provide our client high quality travel, intercontinental if he needs. Also, we can provide our client high quality meal, also social relation if he needs, if he wants. Also, can be she, as in like there are female or woman client, also colleague as well. Yes, so we will deal with that also. So you can like forget everything in your like supposedly yours rich restaurant or cafe. You can't go to cafe. You own your own restaurant. Also, you can't order shisha because it's predominantly owned by Arab, as in culture, also as in design, also use right. However, yes. So it's like that. Well, so why does this matter? Because, well, there is something called pride. However, well, I mean in general, me as well, don't want this past sex worker. Also today, today is flesh worker, by the way. You can't call sex worker. I'm terribly sorry. No, that's done. You cannot sell sexual intercourse for money in today. There is freaking Vatican. There is freaking Islamic Pantheon. There is freaking ancient Egypt rule of law. There is freaking, it's like, I don't know, Christian order of whatever. They are like many, however, they believe in one thing, thankfully, today. You cannot sell sexual intercourse as of like at least like 5 years ago or whatever. If you want, 1 month ago, at most for you. So, however, if you want today, that is flesh working. I mean, flesh worker, yeah. Well, don't ask. That's all I can say. So yeah, so we don't want past sex worker to like celebrate LGBTQ and name it plus. No, you're not getting like for your promiscuity, for your sexually devious behavior, and calling it like, oh, we are saint-like, we sin because of good. You're not saying that. Wherever you are, whichever culture you belong to, whichever language you spoke to, you freaking idiot, you don't say that. You cannot say that. So you are not LGBTQ. And you don't own shit in the name of plus. Idiot, did you understand? You just committed crime, idiot. And you will see. So what does this mean? Well, Q is, well, today, I mean, yes, I in general helped develop Q in like too much. That's all I can say. However, no, LGBT or whatever you call LGBT doesn't get plus ever. No, plus belongs with, I'm terribly sorry, religious people. You have to be religious. You have to obey your law. If it says no sexual promiscuous behavior, then you say no sexual promiscuous behavior, and then, I don't know, do art. I don't know. It's like, do stuff and do not disturb anyone, and then live your supposed nature. If you are corrupt, well, bye-bye. There is toilet. I mean, if you don't want to shit, well, terribly sorry, then drown yourself in sea. I don't care. I don't care. Yes, perfect. So, well, I mean, because why? It's like, why is this? What is the intellectual background of this? Well, because I stand by this point. No sexual worker, no sex worker, no sex worker ever willingly, well, human can enjoy stuff, don't bother. It's like, don't bother, yeah. Well, ever with consent, 100% contributed or committed act and got paid. This is what I stand for. This is what I stood for. No sex worker ever, ever, ever approved what line of work they were thrown into. They just found themselves doing it out of hunger, out of need, out of accommodation for child, like relative, whatever. No. They are not to be glorified, as in like used as materia, or yes, anti-material, like mater, in name of like this perversion. No, if they want, go to church, says, or church-like institution, and say, where is my right? Whatever, where is my right? I despise LGBTQ plus, you don't say plus, and then I am directed by supposed institution as like lesbian, bisexual, gay, trans, I'm terribly sorry, or transsexual or whatever. No, I despise that. Go to your institution, can be church, whatever. I'm terribly sorry. And then I said, where is my right? My grandmother, my whatever, my aunt, it's like my supposed relative is been subjected to sex worker torture condition. Where is my right? I want it in terms of finance, in terms of social, in terms of therapy. Say this, all right? And don't let anyone, including law enforcement, ask you, where did you stay last night? Because then they will, while being tortured, their children will listen. Where did you sleep last night?